Prof, at year 4, we get 9,659.17.
Okay, but it will not be enough, so we have to go to year 5.
More. Yeah.
Yes.
Dog.
Yes.
Had a year 3 also wrong.
Year 3 is also wrong.
Yes.
Okay, let me go back there.
Okay.
So please, can anybody help us with the correct figures with regards to the year?
So year 3,
I think it's
year 3,
2629.
The 3 is 2629.0.
2629.60.
2629.60. 2631.
You, Dennis, you were confirming. Now you are saying we should bring correct figures.
2631 point what?
No, sir. 2629.60.
And year 4.
Year 4.
And year 4 is also wrong. Yeah.
Yes, sir, it's wrong.
Year 4 is 2732.05.
2732.05.
32.05.
What about year 4? Year 5?
3104.61.
Okay, so do the addition till you get your initial investment.
Prof, please, for year 3, I'm getting 2631.58.
Hey.
Oh.
No, it is 2629.
Hey.
Okay. Let me.
Calculators are different.
Okay. Let me see if I can get a calculator online. Scientific calculator. Okay, so what year is in contention now? What year?
3 and 4.
Yes, 3 and 4. Year 3, 3,500. Okay. So 3,500 divided by 1.1 raised to the power raised to the power 3. It is 2629.6. Is that what we have there?
Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
It is 2629.6.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Then year 4, eh? Year 4. Year 4 is 4,000, right?
Yes.
So 4,000. Oh. 4,000 divided by 1.1 raised to the power 4. It is 2732.05.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. So it settles it. Right. Right. Now, so who has been able to get a discounted payback period?
4.2.
Yes, and year 5.
Sir, so
4 years, 2 months.
4 years, 2 months.
4 years, 2 months.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so 18.18. Let me continue. Let me add and see. 18.18 plus 2479.34 plus 2629.6 plus 2732.05. Oh, okay. So it will be around here. So it's 4 point what? 4.2.
Yes.
Okay, so 4.2 years. Right. That will be the discounted payback, period. Right. Discounted payback period. Okay. Okay. Now we proceed to. Please, is there anyone here with a difficulty with what we have done so far? Okay. I think everybody is okay. Where's my co-teacher? My co-lecturer, sorry. Hannah, are you okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Okay, so year 2, 247 point what? 24,
Two-
please.
79.
2.79.
2479.34.
34. Okay. Now we want to introduce the next investment appraisal technique, which is net present value. Now the net present value, when it is used, it assesses whether the intended project, that is the project under review, is likely to create value for its owner or owners. This is the approach. You discount when you're using the net present value. If I were you, I would put this thing down in my notes. Use the cost of capital of the firm to discount the nominal cash flows of the project. The next step is add the present values, because when you discount, you get the present values. Add the present values to obtain the total present value. The next step is to subtract the initial investment from the total present value to obtain your net present value. Now, this is the interpretation. If your net present value is positive, the project is viable. If your net present value is negative, the project is not viable. So the point is that accept all projects that have positive net present values and reject all projects that have negative net present values. So if the project is, if the net present value is positive, the project is viable, it should be accepted. If the net present value is negative, the project is not viable, it should be rejected. Right? Please, did you get me?
Yes.
Okay. Now, fortunately for us, we have already done the discounting. Haven't we done that?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, we have already done the discounting. So what we are going to do is to do the addition, add all the present values to get the total present value. Have you done that?
What? 12,763.77.
12,000.
763.77.
0.77. Is that Fidelia or what?
No, this is Eleanor.
Ellen.
Eleanor, yeah.
Ellen, but you haven't have you introduced yourself?
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
so-
I did before we went on break yesterday.
Oh, okay.
She's the one who said she's searching for a serious person, not any ABR. She's serious with the search.
Hey,
Why are you interested, Dennis?
Dennis.
No, I'm
Dennis.
only refreshing our memories on Quashie-Sam.
It's like you have a track record of everyone in the class.
All right. So, Ellen has given us 12,763.77. Any confirmation?
Yes. 12,763.7.
Okay. So that's our total present value. So if you want to get our net present value, it becomes total present value, net present value, total present value minus what? Initial investment. So MPV now becomes 12,763.77 minus 10,000. So our MPV is what? 2763.77. Is it positive or negative?
Positive.
So what will be your conclusion?
So the conclusion is that it's
Valuable for.
It's viable, right?
Yes.
Because the present value is positive, so the project is viable. It should be accepted, right? Okay. If the net present value is negative, the project is not viable. Should be rejected. What it means is that it's not going to create value for shareholders or for the owners of the project. I mean, the firm. So it should be rejected.
Sir,
Yes.
ideally, we've worked this thing for the first 5 years of the project. So if at year 5 you have a negative NPV, but then you'll be able to have a positive NPV from year 7. And the investors will be looking at something that could a 10-year range. Doesn't mean that at year 5 we should all stop and say the president.
Oh no, I think I've told you that. I've told you that the projections can go beyond 10 years, but usually it's not reasonable because of human weaknesses, right? That is, you cannot predict with reasonable accuracy, beyond 5 years. But you may have a project that may begin to flourish after 5 years.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it depends on the nature of the project that you are dealing. If in your view, in your research or your analysis, you realize that this project, if it will take off well, should be after 5 years. Yeah, you can go beyond 5 years.
Okay.
All that you are interested in is that you want to check whether the project is viable.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
And in some cases, an attempt is made to estimate the project, the scrap value. That is assuming that after 5 years, you would want to dispose it of. The scrap value, you may want to add to the initial investment, right? Yes, you may want to add a scrap value to the initial investment. Maybe divide it, then maybe we'll divide it by 2 or so. Then you have the average, so that the average initial investment or average investment, just to make sure that you account for the value of the project after the 5 years that you are considering.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Right. Okay. Any more questions? Mr. Charles Osadim, are you okay? Mr. Osadim, are you okay? Emmanuel Gadri Agbopo, your hand is up. Do you have anything to say?
Yes, sir. I wanted to find out. So, does it mean that if you want to embark on a project, it is best not to use the payback technique alone because it doesn't consider time value of money? If you do that, that means that you will not be able to get the actual appraisal for the project.
Yeah, I mean that is yeah. I mean the payback, because as an investor, do you go into into a business just to think about how long you can get back your initial investment, and you want to do something that is sustainable. You don't want to get your money back immediately. You want to, you are not even thinking of getting your money back, right? Because if you adopt that, if you have that attitude that whenever you want to do, you invest in something, you are looking at how quickly you can get back your initial investment. I don't think that would be a good investment, approach or attitude. Right. So yes, it may not, the payback method may not be a good technique for assessing intended projects.
All right, thank you.
Let me say this here, that among all the techniques, the one that is most popular, right? Most popular is the net present value, and I think that it is consistent with the shareholder wealth maximization, because it is interested in whether the intended project will create value for its share, for its owners. And that's also net present value, net present. So we are looking at the value that the project will create for its owner or owners. Right? Yeah. So the question is, if you have two projects, I mean project A and project B, one has this 276.3.77, one has 4,000 as its net present value. Which one should be preferable?
The 4,000.
The 4,000. Thank you. So when you have two projects, the one with the higher net present value should be preferable to the one with the lower net present value. But the point is that the two are all what? Viable. Because once the net present value is positive, the project is viable. They are all viable. But in case the two projects are mutually exclusive, and I believe you understand mutual exclusivity. When two projects are mutually exclusive, what it means is that one is undertaken, automatically one ceases to exist. It's just like a man who has two ladies, dating two ladies. The moment you wed one, and I'm choosing you wed one. If you marry one under customary law, you can still marry the other one, because customary law marriage promotes what? Polygamy. In fact, customary law marriage is polygamous. You can marry as many women as you can, provided you have what it takes to take care of them, or you can harmoniously live with them. But the ordinance marriage does not admit polygamy. It's between one man and one woman. So once you get married, that is it. You cannot marry another woman. Okay. So in fact, we can say that if you have a situation like that, then the two women are mutually what? Exclusive. Once you marry one under ordinance, that's all. You cannot marry the other one. All right. Yeah. So where you have two projects that have that are mutually exclusive, you go in for, or you opt for the one with the higher net present value, right? Have I made myself clear? And do you understand the net, how to apply the net present value?
Prof, please,
Hello?
hello, Prof.
Yes. Who is speaking?
Prof, please, Matilda, Gsl Benny.
Okay, Sister Matilda, how may I help you?
Prof, please, so can I take you back to the discounted payback period?
No problem.
Please, Prof, we got 4 years, 2 months, but it is not exactly 2 months. So if I should also write 4 years, 1 month, will it be acceptable?
Yeah, it will be acceptable.
Okay.
It will be acceptable. Usually in mathematics, the answer is supposed to be +5 - 5. Right? So somebody may get 4.3, somebody may get 4.2, somebody may get 4. Somebody may even get 4. Still the person will still within an acceptable range.
Okay, Prof. And then also the net present value. I realize that if we've got the what do you call it, the 10,000 in the fifth year. So I realize that if I'm able to do my deductions well, I'll be able to predict from the 5th month that it will be 27. If I'm able to do that without going through the formula for net present values, will I be marked down, or I'll be giving my mark?
That you said you do what?
I'm saying that I realize that in the 4th year, we only need 340 cedis, 83 pesos to add up to get our cost of capital, to get our
Initial investment. No, you are still on discounted payback method. What you are talking about is the discounted payback method.
But I realize that if I use that formula, I'll be able to get the net present value. So I'm asking that
if you use what formula?
If I subtract, I realize that I'll get I need 340.
No, remember, is it so, Matilda? Sister
Yes,
Matilda, please. Remember that the two do not have the same focus. The discounted payback method and the net present value method, they have different ways of arriving at their conclusions.
Okay.
All right. The discounted payback method, despite the discounted, I don't know, we are looking at how long it will take for us to get back our initial investment. We are not looking at the value creation, the value creation of the project.
Okay.
Now, the net present value focuses on the value creation, whether the project is going to create value. So after discounting the nominal cash flows to obtain their present values, you add them, then you subtract the initial investment from the total present value to check whether the project is going to create value. So don't confuse the two, Sister Matilda.
Okay, Doc. I'm not confusing the two, but I just wanted to find, because when I do the deductions, I still get from that, if I don't even have to go to the formula for the net present value, I still get my 2,763. So I'm thinking that from there I'll be able to tell, since it's not a negative figure.
You see, don't confuse yourself. Just go by the approach we are all discussing, and you'll be fine,
sir.
right?
Sir.
Yes.
Yeah, Prof.
Yes.
Please, I want to know how they got the discounting the 4 years and 2 months.
They started, after they added all the cash flows. Year 1 cash flow, that's the present value, sorry, the present values. Year 1 present value is 18.18. Year 2, 24. So start adding, just add up to the point that you get the initial investment of 10,000 Ghana cedis. Right. So do the addition yourself and confirm for us. Who is that, please? Your name.
Sir, this is
Hello.
Bismarck.
Hello.
Bismarck, sir.
Okay, Bismarck. Okay. Bismarck, where do you work?
I work with the Ghana National Fire Service.
For fire service. Okay. Oh, is that a class rep?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Okay. So do the addition up to the point that you get the initial investment. Okay. Can we move on? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the next one is the internal rate of return. And just listen to me carefully here. The internal rate of return follows the net present value procedure, right? Yes, it follows the net present value procedure, but with a different, focus, right? A different focus. So if I were you in my notebook, I would just create a section for net present value. So net present value, and I'll write this under that. One. You label when you are using the net present value. The internal rate of return method. Internal rate of return. So you create internal rate of return. Then you write the following. You label the cost of capital you have, the original cost of capital. Label it as what? Label it as R1. R1. Okay, label that as R1. Then you use it to discount the nominal cash flows. Right? Go through the process to obtain your total present value. So, right, values. Total present value. Subtract the initial investment from it to obtain your net present value. And that net present value that you obtain using the original cost of capital, you label it as what? As MPV1. We have already done that, haven't we?
Sir, please come again.
And so when you are using internal rate of return, this is the approach. One, the initial cost of capital of the firm, you label it as what? As R1. So in our example, what is R1? R1 is 10%, right? Use the initial cost of capital to discount the nominal cash flows. These are the nominal cash flows, the 2,000, 3,000, 3,000 for the nominal cash. You discount them to obtain their present values. Don't you have their present values? We have them. You add them, you sum them up to obtain the total present value. Then you go through the process to obtain your your net present value, which you label as MPV1. We have done that. Haven't we used the 10% cost of capital to discount the nominal cash flows?
Yes, sir.
And to obtain their present values, we have added them, we have summed them up to obtain their total present value. We have subtracted our initial investment from the total present value to obtain the net present value. Don't you have a net present value?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so that net present value and the internal rate of return, label it as what? Label it as MPV1. And that is what? 276.77. Okay. So do you have it?
Yes.
Okay.
Sir, please, you said we should label it as the net present.
MPV1, that's MPV1. And the internal, we are under internal rate of return, though. Right? We are under internal rate of return. So you label it as MPV1. And then the original cost of capital, we labeled it as what? As
R1.
R1. Now, so we are still we are continuing, are still under internal rate of return. If MPV1 is positive, right? If MPV1 is positive, choose a new cost of capital which is greater than the original cost of capital. The original cost of capital is R1. So you choose a new cost of capital which is greater than the original cost of capital. That is your R1. And the recommended margin is 10 points. So 10 points, that's the range. The highest, 10. So it can fall within 10 points gap or margin. If the MPV 1 is negative, you choose a new cost of capital which is less than the original cost of capital, also that by a 10-point gap or 10-point margin. Please, have you got it? Have you got it?
Sir, please take the second one again.
Okay. I'm saying that if the MPV1 is positive, choose a new cost of capital which is greater than the original cost of capital, R1. Choose a new cost of capital which is greater than the original cost of capital. However, if the MPV1 is negative, choose a new cost of capital which is less than the original cost of capital. And in fact, in all situations, it is recommended that the gap should be what? 10 points. Hello? Now, the next step is use the new cost of capital to discount the nominal cash flows and go through the process to obtain a new MPV, which you will label as what? MPV2. I'm taking it again. I mean, with the first and you have, if the MPV1 is positive, you choose a new cost of capital which is greater than the cost of capital of the firm, and the 10-point gap is recommended. If the MPV1 is negative, you choose a new cost of capital which is less than the original cost of capital. 10-point gap is recommended. The next step is use the new cost of capital to discount the nominal cash flows to obtain their present values and go through the process to obtain your new net present value, which you should label as what? MPV2. Right? Then
Sir,
you
please
can
go through the process to obtain what?
to obtain the net present value, new net present value, which you will label as MPV2.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so in our example, our R1 is 10%, right? So the new cost of capital that we are going to choose, it will be R2. And I mean, our MPV1, is it positive or negative?
It's positive.
It's positive. So what should we do? Well, our new cost of capital, should it be greater than or less than the original cost of capital?
Greater than.
And we are talking about 10-point gap. Somebody may choose, somebody may add 5, somebody may add 8, but let's go for the full, the maximum. So 20%, right? So our new cost of capital, R2 will be what? 20%, right? So we are going to use 20% to discount the original cash flows, the nominal cash flows, 2,000, 3,000, 3,500, 4,000, 5,000 to obtain their present values. So let's go. Anybody with a difficulty, please? So PV2, right? Present value. So the first one will be present value 1. So yes, 2,000 over 1.2 raised to the power 1. For year 1.
166.67.
166.67. Okay. Year 2. Year 2.
2083.833.
2083.33. Okay. Year 3. Year 3.
2025.46. 2025.46.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, please, could you put the formula for internal rate of return for us to watch how the formula operates?
No, so we are still on it. We are on it. So please, let's go step by step. Let's not run ahead of the whatever we are supposed to do. So let's go step by step. I'll put the formula there.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Year 4.
1929.01.
19.
1929.01.
29.01. Year 5.
2009.38.
2009.38.
I think it should be 39. 2009.39.
39. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we have our present values. So let us now get our total present value. So add them, sum them up to get the total, to get your total present value. Is what?
9,713.24.
9,713.
13.13.
Point
24.
24. So that's the total present value, right?
Yeah, MPV2.
No, total present value. We are here to get our MPV. This is the total present value. When you subtract the initial investment from total present value, that's where you get your MPV. Right? So our MPV 2 becomes what? 9,000. 9,713 minus 10,000.
286. Negative.
Becomes what? Negative
286.6.
Negative 286.14.
286.14.
14.
Well, go 0.76.
Yeah, it's supposed to be around that. So do it well. 9,000, 10,000 minus 9,713 9,713.24 minus 10,000, yes. Yeah, so 286.76.
Yeah.
286, negative 286.76.
Yeah.
Okay, now, so we have this our MPV2, right? Please, anybody with a difficulty up to this stage? Up to this stage, anybody with a difficulty, please? If you have a difficulty, let me know. I've told you that this topic is an important topic. So please understand it in your own interest. All right. So we have our MPV1, MPV2, R1, R2. So our internal rate of return, can I clean what I have on the board? Can I clean what I have on the board, please?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we are going to now have our internal rate of return. Oh. And the formula is this. IRR equals R1 plus R2 minus R1, right, times MPV1 over plus R2 minus R1 times MPV1 divided by MPV1 minus MPV2. So this is the formula for for determining internal rate of return. This is the formula for determining internal rate of return. Please check. You see that R1 is a standalone term in this formula. Here. Right? So the ratio is on this side. So R1 minus R2 times MPV1 divided by MPV1 minus MPV2 is the ratio. After summarizing the ratio, you add it to what? To R1. So the R1 is a standalone term. The ratio doesn't affect it. Okay. So let's do the input. Let's input the figures we have into this formula. So our internal rate of return becomes R1. How much is R1? 10%, right? 10%. The plus our R2 is 20%, right? Minus what? 10%. How much is our MPV1? MPV1 is 2763.77 or so. Please give me the MPV1.
Yeah, 2763.77.
2763.77. All divided by 2763.77 minus 2. What is the MPV2? 286.
86.
0.76, right?
04.
Okay. So summarize. Please remember that under the denominator, and I mean with the denominator, you see negative turn into what? Into positive.
Positive.
Right. So it will be here will be 10 plus 10% times what? 2763.77 over 2763.77 plus 286.76. So summarize for us. Now, what we have to understand is that the R1, somebody can decide to convert R1 and R2 into decimal. What you have to do is, if you do that, after everything, you have to multiply your answer by what? By 100.
100, yeah.
Yeah, but you do it this way, that's all. So whatever you get from the ratio, you add it to your initial cost of capital, and that will be the internal rate of return. Yeah, who has been able to summarize it for us? Who has been able to summarize? Who can?
So please, do you mean the total of the 2763.77?
No, so summarize, let's get the internal rate of return.
Okay.
Summarize the right hand side and add to R1, which is 10%. Summarize the ratio and add it to 10%.
0.091%.
Did you add the 10% to it?
0.191.
0.1905.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
This is 0. What?
0.1905.
So have you added it to that 10? The R1?
Yes, sir.
And that is the 0.0. No, I don't think. Please do it again, because the R1 is 10% already. So I mean, you are summarizing this side. You are summarizing this term, and you are supposed to add it to a 10. So the answer cannot be what you are calling. So check it. Check. Yes.
1.006.
It's what?
1.006.
No, please check because you have 10 already, so how can it be 1?
I got 0.191.
Pardon me?
Please, I got 0.191.
Oh, please let's do it quickly. Our time is running.
So
Let me
I
see.
had 287.76.
Oh,
Sir, please, I want to know, are we adding the 10
Oh,
or
sir,
we are
please,
doing
I'm
10 over
using the
100?
no, the point is, yeah, I mean, I've told you that you can go, in 2 ways. You can do it in 2 ways. Either you convert all the decimals, all the percentages into decimal, but at the end of the day, you have to multiply your outcome by, by 100, right?
Okay.
But you can also decide that you keep the decimals, so you keep the percentages. Then at the end of the day, you will not have to multiply your answer by 100.
So that
So
would be, okay.
so 10. So the point is, you see, 10, 20 minus 10 will give us 10. So 10 times 2763.77 will give you what? Will give you 276.
276.377.
No. So it will be 2667.7 for the numerator, right? Then here you get the denominator to be 2763.77 plus 286.76. It will give you how much?
Sir, please,
3050.353.
Is what?
the numerator is 276. It's 2763.77. So times the 10%.
No, so it will be 26. It will be 26. It will 637.7.
276.
So you're missing the 7 there.
So
It's
it will be
2763.
276.377.
The point is, see, I mean, we have a.
Sir, I'm
Okay.
getting the final answer as 18.19.
Okay, so okay, so call the figures for me here. 10 times the numerator, call the figure 10 times 276.3.77. It will be 27637.7.
Oh,
That
okay.
is it.
So we don't have to change it into decimals.
No, so no, don't. I mean, I've told you that there are 2 ways of going about this. So let's go by what I have there. Later, if you want to go into decimals, you can go into decimals, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So the numerator is 27637.7. Write it somewhere. Now let's go to the denominator. 2763.77 plus 286 point what? 76. That is also 3050.53.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. 3050.53. So now 27637.7, okay, divided by 3050 point what?
0.53.
0.53.
It gives us 9.06. Right? 9.06 approximately. So if you add 9.06 to 10, it will be what? 19.06.
Yeah, I got 19.05.
Right. But 19.05, 19.06. Yeah.
Sir, is 18 not correct?
No.
18 appears
Yeah,
a
because
bit.
also had 18.
Well, 18 appears to be a bit far. Right. Yeah. It should be a bit far. So 19.06. Note it somewhere.
Percent.
Yeah, 19%. 19.06%. Now, there's a way of verifying your answer. You can use 19.06 to discount the nominal cash as your new cost of capital, right? To discount the nominal cash flows, go through the process to obtain your MPV. The MPV that this 19.06 should fetch or should yield is supposed to be zero. It's supposed to be zero or close to zero because you have done some approximations. You see that your MPV will be zero or close to zero. Right. That is a way of verifying the your answer, the correctness or otherwise of your answer.
Yeah.
Sir, please, can you take us through the
Yeah,
verification?
please, I have a question.
No, what I'm saying is that if you want to verify that what you have obtained is correct, use the internal rate of return that you have obtained to discount the nominal cash flows. The 2,000, the 3,000, 3,500, you discount to get their present values. Go through the process to obtain your MPV. The MPV that you obtain should be zero or close to zero.
Okay.
Under normal circumstances, close to zero, but because of the approximations that you have done, you will not get something zero, or you will not get zero. You may get something either less or greater than zero. But it should be close to zero. The distance, the difference should be, small. Hello? Hello?
Hi.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hi, Prof.
So do you get it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, somebody was asking a question. Okay. All right. Any question or questions? Internal rate of now the interpretation. Right, you have your internal rate of return of 19%. The interpretation. Once the internal rate of return is greater than 10%, greater than the initial cost of capital, the project should be accepted. So you accept all projects with internal rate of return greater than the cost of capital of the firm, and reject all projects with internal rate of return less than the cost of capital of the firm. Right. So in our example, the original cost of capital of the firm is 10%. Our internal rate of return is 19.6%. So we can say that the project is viable. Now, it is possible that when you use internal rate of return and net present value methods to assess a particular project, there will be conflicting results or conflicting outcomes. The internal rate of return may give you an outcome that is different from what the net present value method will give. When you have a situation like that, where the two methods are giving conflicting results or giving you conflicting conclusions, you lean towards the conclusion or the outcome of the net present value method. So where there's a conflict between the net present value method and the internal rate of return method, the net present value method takes precedence, because the net present value method is superior to the internal rate of return method. Is it clear? Hello? Hello?
Hello,
Sir,
sir.
please come
I'm
again.
saying that where there's a conflict between the results of the internal rate of return method and the net present value method, the result of the net present value method takes precedence over the result of the internal rate of return method. Okay, so where you have applied the two methods to a particular project and the results are different, you lean towards the result of the net present value method. Are you with me here? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So that is it. Where there's a conflict between the two, the internal rate of the net present value method is superior. It takes precedence, right? It takes precedence over the internal rate of return method. Are you okay?
Sir,
Hello?
please, one more
Sir,
question.
please,
Yeah.
where there's a conflict means what, please?
That is where the two results, the internal rate of return result and the net present value method result, they don't lead to the same conclusion that whether the project is viable or not. We can have a situation where the net present value method says the project is viable, but the internal rate of return method says the project is not viable. Where you have this situation, then we are saying that you accept the outcome or the result of the net present value method. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Any other issue?
Sir, please, so please. I understand that up to a point, but you see, after you subtract the 20% from the 10%, then you move down to the next step, which is 10% plus 10% times. Please, how did you come about that?
No, you see, what you have to understand that, please check the formula.
Okay.
The R2 minus R1 and times NPV1, NPV1, that is a ratio. It's a different term. The R1 is a standalone term, so it is not 10% plus 10%. No.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's 10%. Okay, so let's leave the 10%, the one standing alone. No. Now let's come back to the one that has the 10% times 2.
Yes.
But you didn't get, when you multiply it is different. Like it's 10% times that number. But
No, so
your
10%
figure was
times, no, 10% times this, 10% times 2763.77. Right? I can, once it's 10%, I can just cancel this and put the dot here. So 7, and then it will be 0.7.
Oh, okay.
So it will be
All right.
27637.7 divided by 3050.53.
All right. All right.
Then whatever you get from this, you add it to 10. That's the R1.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Is it
please,
clear? Yes.
please let me come in briefly. So MFA, what Sir is saying is that you can choose to do 10%, which is 10 over 100, to do your everything. But when you are done, you have to multiply the final answer you get by 100%. Or you can maintain the 10. Ignoring the percentage there, just maintain the 10, work with it, and whatever you get will be the final answer.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Hey, I'll come so you take me
Please,
through
I
again.
have another question.
Yes. Who is this, please?
Sir, please, Matilda.
Oh, Sister Matilda. Okay.
Sir, please. So in this case, our NPV2 was a negative answer, and then our IRR is greater than the 10, the initial
Cost of capital.
capital. So please, in this case, you said we should consider the NPV. So the project.
No, please. You see, the MPV2 is part of the procedure for obtaining your internal rate of return. So it is not something that you are going to use for any decision. No.
Okay.
It's part of the formula. It's part of the formula for obtaining your internal rate of return. So the MPV2, please, you cannot use that for any decision, please. It is part of the formula for internal rate of return. And
Okay.
if you reported what I said, that is, if you wrote down what I said, yes, I gave the reason why we should do what or I provided the steps involved in determining the internal rate of return. So if you go back to if you wrote what I said down, you go back, you will see. Unless you did not write the steps. If you did not write the steps, then you better see your colleague.
I wrote the steps, so it's because you said when there is a conflict. So I'm using.
Okay. So when there's the conflict is not about the MPV2. No, it's about the MPV, the original MPV that we obtained. Right.
Okay.
The MPV2, we created it, to obtain our internal rate of return.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now let's. So can we continue?
Yes, please.
Okay. I think okay. So we now want to look at profitability index. Profitability index. Profitability index is simply, the formula is simply, that's the PI equals total present value over initial investment. Now the interpretation is simple. In fact, you accept all projects with profitability index greater than 1, and you reject all projects with profitability index less than 1. So it's very simple. When you're using profitability index, unlike the net present value where you have to subtract the initial investment from the total present value, this time you express the two as ratio, right? So let's go to our MPV figures. What the original MPV, that's original MPV, the total present value. What was it? The MPV before, what gave us the MPV one? What was the total present value? I think that was 12,007.
763. 12,763.77.
12,763.77. And the initial investment is what? 10,000. So you express the two as ratio. You divide 12,763.77 by 10,000. You divide 12,673.77 by 10,000. That gives us what?
Like 1.276. 1.276.
1.276. Right. Is it greater than 1? It's greater than 1. So the project is viable. Right. It's greater than 1. So the project is viable. Okay. Can I clean what I have here? Okay. Now we want to look at the return on capital employed. The return on capital employed rules. Equals average cash flow over initial investment. Here, the average cash flow, we are considering the nominal cash flows, right? So the average, if you want to find the average of a set of items or a set of figures, it's just the sum of the figures divided by the size. Is that not the case? So it will be what? The first year cash flow is 2,000, right? The second year's cash flow is what?
3,000.
3,000. So 3,000. Next one is what? 3,500. Next one 4,000. Next one what? 5,000. Right. So you put all together. How much would you get? So 5,000 is what? 17,500. 17,500. That's the total. So the average will be what? Divided by 5, right? And that gives us what? That gives us what?
3,500.
3,500. So 3,500 divided by 10,000 times 100. Well, you are doing
35%.
times 100, and that gives us what?
35%.
35%. Okay. So our return on capital employed is 35%. I mean, who can tell us what is wrong with this method of appraising or assessing a project? The weakness of this method.
I think it does not consider the time value for money.
Oh, okay. Who is speaking?
Mary Abuna.
Okay, Sister Mary. That's good. It doesn't account for time value of money. We only consider, it only considers the nominal cash flows, right? And so it may not be an appropriate method for assessing a project because it doesn't account for time value of money. Now, what is the interpretation? 35%. Maybe you check a comparable investment, maybe risk-free rates. How much will they give, right? You can just make a comparison and see whether the project is advisable to go into. But again, it is not a good method for assessing a project because it doesn't account for time value of money. And no, time value of money is at the heart of finance, right? It's at the heart of finance. So anything that defies it may not be acceptable. Okay. Yeah, but we are learning. Yes.
Sir, please, I realize you multiplied by 100, but
Yes.
in the formula.
Also, I forgot to add 100. Once we're talking about return, usually it is, or rates, usually it's in what? It's in percentage, right? So 35%. Now, what is the conclusion? The conclusion is that, yes, these are all methods, but among them, the one that stands out and the one that is mostly used is what? The net present value method. Why? Because it is consistent with the shareholder wealth maximization objective of the Fed. Right? Yes. So the one that is recommended is what? Is net present value method. Net present value method. Because it is consistent with the shareholder wealth maximization objective of the Fed. Right?
Sir, please,
Okay.
it is consistent with
the shareholder wealth maximization objective. Now, we want to look at this. Capital rationing. Capital rationing. Capital rationing. So I mean, resources are limited. I guess you agree with me. Mm-hmm. Are
Yes, sir.
resources not limited?
They are limited, sir.
Yeah. And because of that, we need to do proper allocation of resources. For example, as you said there, your funds are limited. Right? The money you have is limited. So you need to,
limited.
Yeah, you need to, use it wisely, allocate it wisely. Capital ration, yeah. You may have, as a firm, you may have a lot of projects. You might have assessed a lot of projects and you have found them to be worthy of pursuit, but you may not have the needed capital to pursue all of them. You need to make sure that the limited capital that you have, you utilize it in a way that will yield the best results for you. So what is capital rationing? That is refers to rational allocation of limited investment funds to projects that maximize the return on the funds invested. Now the question is, why would a firm face limited capital? Yeah, though yes, in practice, firms are supposed to have that, but why would it be? A firm may decide to make do with the little capital that it has, that is not going to raise additional capital from any source. We want to use the limited resources that it has due to some factors, which some are internal, some are external. So capital rationing, we have two types. We have hard capital rationing and you have soft capital rationing. The hard capital rationing is externally imposed. Right? It's externally imposed. It could be that, yes, the firm may want to raise funds. Its current capital may not be enough to take advantage of all the opportunities that it has identified. It may want to raise funds from capital markets to pursue the project it has identified. But the capital market themselves, the capital markets are not ready to support the firm. It could be that the firm is considered to be too risky to be helped or to be assisted. Right? It could also be that the capital market themselves are having challenges. They are going through crisis. And because of that, they are unable to help firms who need assistance from them. So hard capital rationing is externally imposed. And it can be that the capital market themselves are in trouble. And because of that, they are unable to assess firms, or they are not in trouble, but the firms that approach them do not qualify to be assisted. Maybe because of their their high risk levels. That's what we call hard capital rationing. It is externally imposed. Then you also have soft capital rationing, which is self-imposed. It's not that you cannot access funds from capital markets, but just that as managers, you have decided to make do with the little that you have. You don't want to change the existing situation of the firm. Maybe you want to avoid the illusion of control. You want to raise additional capital that will dilute or that will change the existing shareholding structure of the firm. Or it could be that you don't want to add to your financial risk. Because already maybe your financial risk is high. You don't want to aggravate it, or you don't want to exacerbate it by adding more. Right? So you want to make do with the little that you have. So the soft capital rationing is self-imposed. It is the firm, the managers of the firm or the board of directors, that has decided to avoid creating more debt or raising additional funds. The hard one, it is externally imposed. The firm may wish to raise additional capital, but the circumstances may not permit it to do so. At least, is it clear? Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, and you must know when to use profitability index. In fact, there are three kinds of projects or investment projects. You have divisible projects, non-deferrable projects, and then non-repeatable projects. Right? This divisible project where any portion of the project may be undertaken. A non-deferrable project is when it has to be taken at the present time. It cannot be deferred. You cannot just pursue it later. You have to do it now or you forever hold your peace. The non-repeatable, that project is undertaken once. Now, if the available projects you have, the projects you have under consideration are divisible, non-deferrable, and non-repeatable. And if capital is rationing in the initial period only, then it is usually proper that you would use what? Profitability index. If I want to get a slides, you can read more. I've provided scenarios and all that for you to be able to appreciate what I'm talking about. Right. So that will bring us to the end of investment appraisal. Investment is a very important topic that you must go through in your private time. Just revise and make sure that you appreciate everything, right? Okay. Now, another topic that a time will not permit us to. When are you supposed to close class? Well, is it 10:30 or 10? And you have also have some.
Sir, please, it's 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock, okay.
It's
Then
not easy today.
Pardon me?
Sir, today there is no easy pan with the calculation there. Today, pan, there's no easy. You see the class is quiet. It's not easy. So on behalf of the class, this one they say you have to help us because this one it is difficult for some of us. See the class is quiet. Everybody is quiet in his corner. It's not easy, sir.
The Lord is your portion.
Amen.
Amen.
The Lord is your portion. So don't worry.
Compulsory question.
The Lord is your portion. Don't worry. You don't need to fear at all. I understand. Yes, when you it's the first time that some of you have encountered something like this, or yes, so you should expect that you will not get understanding immediately. What I would advise is that some of you have understood it, or some of you understand it. Those who have understood it, please, or those who understand it, please help those who don't understand. It is very simple, very easy. In fact, I can say that among all the quantitative topics in corporate finance, this one we can say is the cheapest. Maybe this one and measuring financial performance, yes, I think they are very cheap. That's why I've selected them. Very, very simple and very straightforward. If you understand it, I mean, you can do it anytime, anywhere, without even reference or refreshing your memory using your nose, right? So, yes. So it's a matter of just having time, right? You have time, just sit behind it. You have the nose, make sure you breathe, and you'll be okay. Right, you'll be okay. Maybe there's no cause for alarm at all. There's no need for you to panic at all. Just take your time. Right, yes, take your time and go through. You will catch it. Very, very, it's very simple, honestly. Very simple. But I share your concern that yes, it's the first time. Some of you is the first time, so you may have some challenge. I understand it. There's no doubt about it at all. I understand it. I understand you perfectly, right? But try to understand it. Those who don't understand, try to understand it. You can understand it. It is not beyond you at all. For example, Matilda understands it very well. She can even organize, a class for everyone. Hannah, Marco, lecturer, is also here. I think she has mastery over it, right? Even without the benefit of the nose, I think she can just rattle everything just like that.
Hey, sir, are you sure?
Yes. Hannah, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
So on behalf of Hannah, I hereby confirm that she understands the
Yeah,
presentation.
she can. Hannah can help. She's more than able to help you, navigate your way through. So don't worry yourself, right? Just sit down and study, right? The nature of the course and the time is usually short, right? So you can't do much at all. You can't do much at all. That's the problem. But please do your best. Okay. So measuring financial performance, our time is up, right? So next week we are meeting next week again. This one is for the whole country. Both Kumasi and Accra, we are meeting again. Yeah, so we'll look at the measuring financial performance, and then we can we take it from there. We look at other sources, and for those ones, they are just qualitative sources of business fund. They are just qualitative topics which you can easily appreciate. Right. All right. So let's see what happens. Next week. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I will.
We pray that exams it will not be compulsory question. No. This
Why
calculation.
are you thinking about? See, why are you? Please don't be.
This man is compulsory.
Don't you get it. You see, it's knowledge that matters. It's not about assessment. It's not about examination, right? Get the knowledge, something that will help you, right? Not so stop thinking about exam. Focus on acquiring knowledge because you are here to acquire knowledge. Examination is supposed to be a feedback system, right? Yes, to find out from you whether what your teachers or your lecturers have discussed, you have understood it. That's all. Right, so please,
Okay, sir.
Let's see what. But please go over after the class. Just sit down and go over. Right. Yes. So if you have any question, you can ask. Maybe WhatsApp or something. You can ask them. I mean, nothing stops you from doing that. Provided I'm not busy, I'll glad to explain it to you. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. So it is 10. Let me say goodbye to you. Goodbye
Hello,
to you.
sir.
Yes.
Sir, this is Mary.
Okay, Sister Mary.
Yeah, so I wanted to find out, you said that in the exams, the formulas are going to be given to us. But would the rates also be given to us as well?
But examination, if you are conducting examination, how can you have to provide all the details that the person will be able to use to solve whatever question that you want the person to solve.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Yeah. So, it is the duty of the examiner to provide all the indicators, all the parameters, anything that will help you be able to understand what the examiner wants from you, right? And so that you can do, yeah.
All right. Thank you.
All right. So let me say thank you. Yeah, let me say thank you to you, and I wish you all the best. Next week we will meet again to continue our. I think next week will be our last meeting So make sure that you are prepared. Whatever question or questions that you have, you may ask me. I'm free. If I cannot answer a particular question, I will tell you that I can't answer because I don't claim to be the repository of knowledge. I am a repository of knowledge, not a repository of knowledge. So just feel free to ask. Please go over this topic, try to understand it, and you'll be fine. All right, class rep, maybe after the class, just send me a WhatsApp message with your email address so that I can push the material. Do you have the materials already?
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir. All right, so that I can push them to you. So all the best, Sister Hannah, my lecturer. Try to help your colleagues.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
No. All right. Okay, so goodbye and see you next week. Right.
Have a wonderful day, sir.
Right. Thank you,
too.
sir.
Right.
Bye.
Bye.